All right, y'all. Let's get into something that allegedly is real, but I hope it's fake. These fourth graders out there with tattoos. Y'all saw that sleeve of tattoos on those kids in that youth basketball game that caught the attention of everybody. It shows two teams, fourth graders playing basketball, and then all of a sudden you just look a little more, you squint a little more, and you say, damn it, dude's tatted up. And obviously that came with a mixed up, stirred up reaction from people on social. Started a debate about what's appropriate and the consequences of tattoos, especially at that age. So we saw the tattoos of the young players, and they were covering everywhere, the whole body. Like, Pac over there, Tupac is still struggling. They had them everywhere, right? So let's talk about the motives, the influences behind getting tattoos, and especially at that age. So they playing basketball. So damn it, they watching these pro basketball players and they looking at them dudes tatted up. They almost think it comes with the uniform. You get shoes, you get your own shoes, son. You get your socks, you get your shorts, you get your tank top, you get your tattoos, and that's all NBA issued. Well, it ain't all NBA issued to young kids, but they see it. So, they're going to be influenced by it to some degree, if not a great degree. So let's talk about how some hope that was temporary, like me. Raise your hand if you hope it was temporary, not permanent. I forget what they call it. What they call it? Hema tattoos or something like that. And some people were like, yo, let the kids be. Let the kids be. They could be real. What's wrong with a tattoo? If you get it older, why you can't get it now? Whew, that sounds ignorant to me, but we're going to talk through it first. All right. So here's the thing to give you some context. In Florida, where the video was filmed, Balling at the Beach 2023 tournament, kids under the age of 16 are not allowed to have tattoos. But young players often wear tattoo sleeves that are temporary. So we don't know if it's temporary or permanent. At least I haven't seen that yet. The tournament organizers and parents have yet to address the controversy. They ain't saying nothing about it. So let's talk through this. I am a firm believer that we should not make permanent decisions while we are underage. Permanent decisions. That includes tattoos, right? Permanent decisions. That includes piercings. I don't want my kids getting pierced till they leave the house. That was my rule. My mama said, you ain't getting none of them piercings till you leave the house. So the day I left to go to Columbia, came back with 5 ear piercings and a nose ring. I ain't lying either. But you're out the house, you're of age, all right? But in the house, no tattoos, none of that. You kidding me? All that stuff. When we talk about any of that, whatever, if you're talking about a kid switching their gender and identity, is that a permanent decision? And if it's a permanent decision, let's wait till you're of age to make that permanent decision. Simple as that. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Don't call me phobic because I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to respond. So tattoo people, I'm tattoo phobic now. Damn it, you tattooers out there, just be of age and then do you. You are your own human being and individual adult at that time, but not before that. I just hope these little kids are not looking up to these basketball players and saying, they got tattoos, I'm getting tattoos. Because I always thought that was dumb. Like, this really gets into representation. It's kind of like a loose argument and conversation about representation. I am not built to need to see somebody else do something for me to want to do it. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. And a lot of times you get hit and people clown and stuff. So what? I wanted to go to Columbia. So what? Y'all don't want to go. Y'all wouldn't go. That's why they ain't offering you an opportunity. They offered me one. I'm going, right? I like to be the pioneer of my own thoughts. Simple as that. That is not a bad thing. But a lot of times when we get into this association representation conversation, you need to see somebody else. It feels better when you see somebody else. I don't know why it feels better because, frankly, that other person ain't going to do the work for you. That's like me seeing another 6'4", 280-pound defensive end in the NFL, and that makes me feel good. Why? He ain't going to get a sack from me. You know what? I better find a way to feel good about who I am fully, not try to borrow from somebody else. And I hope these kids ain't learning that lesson. Oh, that if I wear tattoos like him, then guess what? I might be closer to him. No, you ain't. You just gonna look like him and be way different. Oh, man. But, it's done with good intentions. Let me stop clowning fully. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike, all of that came from put the shoes on. Maybe you jump higher. Who in the hell think that? I wish my dad, one, we didn't have the money for Jordan, but two, I wish my daddy would have just said, slap me upside the head. Boy, you ain't gonna jump no higher with them shoes on than the other shoes. You better just wear the shoes you got. And that's kind of what our house was based on. Like, stay in your skin. Your power's within. What are you doing? You don't need to be looking like somebody else, doing like somebody else. And I missed a lot of those moments and trends and getting caught up in that peer pressure, frankly, because I didn't have the assets, resources, or the mindset. Let's be real. I just didn't want to be a follower. I read the Bible. Gates to heaven are narrow and few come between. That's not religious, y'all. That just means happiness, success, peace, whatever you want to call the good attributes and qualities of life. They're narrow. To get there, you gotta go narrow. You gotta be lean and mean to get there. You gotta be focused. And that's how I look at life. I'm not trying to go with the whole pack. The whole pack ain't getting into heaven. You know what I'm saying? The gates to heaven are narrow. We all ain't getting there. So let me do the thing that's gonna get me there, right? And few come between. That's what it says. So you gotta understand that you gotta be really singularly focused on you. And then expressing that in connection with others and respecting that coexistence and that selfish, selfless balance. But don't let these kids think, I got a tattoo like him, I'm going to be like him. He ain't going to be like him, just going to look like him. A world of difference.